the last few months, I have been on a very interesting journey that I would call a major discovery and excavation of self. And I'll word it like that because a few months ago, well, last December, I finally took the leap of faith after feeling the pull for about 5 months to resign from the position that I was in a corporate slash restaurant environment and career. I have been in the restaurant industry since I was 16. If anybody knows me well, that food has always been my thing, people, the whole nine. Well, to make a long story short in that regard, I resigned in December from my job as a sales and events manager and decided to jump back into the space of me. Well, in doing that, I did not realize that it would come with so many challenges. It actually came with more challenges than I even could foresee or prepare for. I cut my hair and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it because I also have bangs and color, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with all of it, but whatever. Anyway, so self-discovery. And I guess this is all a part of it as well because I have, like every woman, you go through phases and you decide what you want to do with yourself, how you want to look, how you want to feel, all those things. But I'm going to tell you this, once I started going through those challenges at the beginning of the year, I did not feel good about me. I didn't feel good about anything. I felt good for the first 6 weeks of my process. And then after that, the bottom fell out and I felt terrified and uncertain and just in a space where I had no idea if I was coming, going, being, whatever the case. I have 2 children. I am a single woman and basically all of those things, right? And so I'm also 42 and I'm also in a space where I feel like I should be further along. I should be this, I should be that, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, yeah, I could be, I should be. I had to remember at some point that everything that I'm living now is based off of the decisions that I made in my teens and 20s and 30s. The words that I spoke over my life, whether consciously, unconsciously, purposefully, accidentally, whatever the case is, the words that I spoke over my life and over my situations, the thoughts and feelings that I had in regards to everything that is me. So at some point throughout this process, I actually started to make really cold realizations about myself. There comes a point where you can no longer blame anything else outside of you, and you have to start looking within. And so some of that looking within leaned toward me and my natural proclivities toward astrology. So started doing a little digging as I do, but not just your typical, just really getting into planetary placement and alignment and even matching that up against other people who have been a vital part of some of my processes that I've gone through and why I've gone through things. I have 2 life coaches, and I also use AI for life coaching as well. I started out using chat. I then transitioned toward Claude. Depending on the day and how I feel, I will go toward one or the other, but both of them have been very helpful in me seeing myself deeper than what I was allowing myself to be seen. And speaking of seeing myself, I was seeing myself and feeling that I have a gift to be seen by others in a specific way, and not wanting to act on that. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you know you've had a gift your whole life, and you know that you've come here for a purpose and a reason, and for some reason you just cannot find a way to transparently share. Maybe you're worried about what other people think. Maybe you're worried about if you feel for real qualified for speaking your own truth. Maybe you don't feel like you've gotten enough education or whatever kind of experiences to be able to share anything. But when I started to listen to how I thought, and when I started to pay attention to the things that are shared, insights about me that are shared from outward, from people I really trust, not just regular conversations about what people think about me, but people that I really value and are intentional about how they give wisdom, I realized that I had so much more than what I had perceived. I have a very beautiful gift to give based off of my own experiences that I have had. And I am qualified. I'm more than qualified. I may not be qualified in other arenas, but the arena that I am in, I am well suited to navigate. So, getting back to the point of finding myself, which I guess I never really got off topic, but within all of the challenges that I had started experiencing throughout this process of this year, it has really gotten me to love and accept myself in a completely different way that I never had before, and to look at myself in a way that I had never looked at myself before, and I'm still working on it. I can openly say that I am one of those people on this earth that has had a tremendous battle with self-defeating thoughts and actions and feelings of not being good enough or valuable or whatever the case. And many of the things that I've experienced have led me to go deeper down that hole. And it took me going through those things and having a different perspective and light shine on it, that those things were specifically designed for me to find my worth, my path, my journey, my voice, my vision for myself. I mean, I have been a lot of things, and as of recently, I Never really felt confident in those things until now. I never thought I was a good woman, a good person, a good mom, a good child, a good sibling, a good family member, whatever the case. I just never felt good enough. And I constantly put myself in a place of self-sabotage and sitting in a seat of low self-esteem. And I have no desire to be there anymore. And I'm hoping that in my discoveries, I am able to help other people see their own light, because it's there. And it doesn't require a lot of makeup or pretty clothes or nice hair. What it requires is to see your shadow and to see all of the things that are you and to embrace it and use it to your highest and best ability. We all have things about us that are maybe not the best or need work, but it is our responsibility to do the work and to transcend where we are now to another level, a higher level, because really that's what it's all about. I mean, Creator gave us a life force, an avatar, personality, an environment, family, and all types of things that would cross our paths for us to make decisions to either be the highest of ourselves or the lowest of ourselves. And so this part of my journey has definitely been embracing where I had been in the lowest part of myself, and how I got there, why, and embracing where I am right now and creating a brighter, better version of myself in order to be able to give back to the world. Because ultimately, we are here for each other. We are not here for ourselves. We are here to experience all sorts of things, but within those experiences, there are other people that are on this planet, and we will cross paths. And we are here for each other, for learning, for sharpening, for loving. Self-discovery and excavation is not an easy task. It's not fun. Sucks most of the time. Sometimes it's really cool. And sometimes it is alarming as hell to see yourself in a way that you never thought, or whatever the case. But it's definitely worth all the trouble. So my advice is to really start embracing where you are. Look at those shadow parts of yourself. Take accountability of the decisions you've made, your actions, thoughts, feelings, and really decide, who is it that you want to be? What version of yourself are you going to be in order to get to the life that you deserve? You deserve it. There's no one here to tell you that you don't, because it's not true. The truth is, you deserved it the moment that you took your breath. You deserved it the moment that God created your life force within your mother's womb. No matter what your life looked like right now, here in this space, you deserve it. An amazing life, amazing love, amazing everything, because you are amazing.